Ladies and gentlemen, we are officially in the home stretch of the WNBA's longest regular season ever, with less than a month to go until the playoffs kick off on September 14th, 2025. The stakes have never been higher. The Minnesota Lynx have completely dominated the league, securing their spot as the frontrunners with an impressive 27-5 record. Meanwhile, for teams like the Connecticut Sun, the Chicago Sky, and the Dallas Wings, the postseason dream is all but over. They're at the bottom of the barrel, and it's going to take a miracle for them to sneak into a playoff spot. But that doesn't mean the rest of the season is a snooze. Far from it. 8 teams, including the Indiana Fever, are locked in a fierce battle for the remaining 7 playoff spots, setting the stage for a thrilling and unpredictable end to the season. The Indiana Fever's playoff push has been anything but easy. They've been a team in flux, dealing with a mountain of injuries that would cripple most squads. Their star player, Caitlin Clark, has been sidelined for a staggering 20 games this season, including 11 straight due to a right groin injury. And just when you thought things couldn't get any worse, the team was hit with more bad news last week with season-ending injuries to Ari McDonald and Sydney Colson. But in the midst of all this chaos, there's a glimmer of hope that could ignite the team's playoff fire. Caitlin Clark could be returned to court before the end of August. Her potential return is the kind of news that sends a jolt of energy through a team and a fan base, and has everyone in the basketball world buzzing. The Fever's coaching staff has been notoriously tight-lipped about when their star guard, number 22, might make her comeback. But behind the scenes, there's a growing sense of optimism that she'll be back in uniform sometime this month. For fans who have been desperately waiting for her return, that optimism turned into real hope during ESPN's broadcast of Indiana's August 12th loss to the Dallas Wings, a tough defeat and the first time Dallas had beaten the Fever all season after 4 matchups. It was a frustrating loss, but the silver lining was the information that was shared during the broadcast. During the broadcast, commentator Ryan Ruocco provided an intriguing update that had everyone sitting up a little straighter. He laid out the Fever's schedule and hinted at the perfect window for Clark's return. Indiana faces Washington at home on Friday, then takes on the league's worst team, Connecticut, on Sunday. After that, they get a week off before 2 games against Minnesota and a home matchup with Seattle. Ruocco explained. He then added the key piece of information that everyone was waiting for. Head coach Stephanie White expects Clark to resume practice during that week-long break. Ruocco stressed that Clark would need several practice sessions before she was clear to play in a game, but he suggested that the August 26 home clash with Seattle or the earlier Minnesota games could mark her highly anticipated return, with the Fever schedule lightening up after this weekend. The timing couldn't be more perfect for Clark to ease her way back in and get ready for a deep playoff run. It's a calculated strategy, one that avoids throwing her into fire and instead allows her to get her legs back under her and reacclimate with her teammates. While all eyes are on Clark's return date, Stephanie White and the Fever have to keep their focus on the present. They must continue to rely on their current core players, Kelsey Mitchell, Aaliyah Boston, Sophie Cunningham, and Natasha Howard. This group has been putting in work, maintaining a respectable 10-10 record without their star player. The team's success in her absence is a testament to their resilience and their ability to step up when the team needs them most. They've proven they can win without her, and that's a huge confidence booster. But Clark's return, whenever it happens, will be a massive change, and the focus must be on ensuring she meshes well with a squad that has been logging heavy minutes due to all the injuries. The worst thing they could do is rush her back too soon, or assume that she'll just instantly fix all their problems. The core of this team has found a rhythm and an identity without her. They have developed chemistry and a system that works for them. The real challenge will be integrating Clark back into the system without disrupting the flow. The goal isn't just to get her back on the court. It's to get her back on the court and firing on all cylinders in perfect sync with a team that has fought tooth and nail just to stay in the playoff conversation. Her return could be the spark that ignites their playoff fire and takes them all the way, but only if they handle it with patience and care. It's a delicate balancing act, and every single person on the team knows it. They know that a rush return could set them back, but a well-timed one could be the key to a championship run. The pressure on Coach Stephanie White is immense. She has to manage expectations from fans, the media, and her own players. She has to balance the desire to get her best player back on the court with the need to protect her from further injury. It's a tough spot to be in, but she's handled it with grace and professionalism. She's kept the team focused on one game at a time, even when the public is only talking about what's coming next. This kind of leadership is essential for a team that has been through so much adversity. The Indiana Fever season has been a roller coaster, and with Clark's return on the horizon, the ride is about to get even more exciting. The basketball world is holding its breath, waiting to see what happens next. Will Clark's return be the boost they need, or will the team struggle to find their rhythm? The answers are just a few weeks away.